Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The contests between conferences, the Pepsi Center here in Denver, Colorado, where the Nuggets take their home floor. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Tristan Thompson.
Well, most of all, I just love the work he puts in on the offensive glass. So many of his points come on putbacks just because of sheer hustle.
And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night. You know, the high-octane offense and the up-tempo brand of basketball the Nuggets played really was quite effective in being able to kind of dominate Eastern Conference teams.
So the Nuggets win the tip. Now here is Lawson. To the left wing. Dishes it to Fournier. Back to Lawson. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Gallinari. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Gallinari's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Denver. Well, and back to the Nuggets. They did well against the East, as you alluded to, Clark. They were 19-11, Steve, against the conference as a whole.
Well, that's right where they wanted to be record-wise, Kevin. And even though the Nuggets got out and ran, you know, they could actually still play with a physicality as well when they went up against the East. So they did pretty well. They swept the entire Central Division, and they were the only team to go undefeated against an individual division all last year.
No one covering.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. I asked him what players he was really eyeing on the scouting report, and he said one that might surprise you, Kenneth Faried. He said he plays with so much energy and effort. He really sets the bar for the rest of the team. If we can limit his impact on the game, I think it'll really be to our advantage. Guys, an interesting take. We'll see if they can slow his roll.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Lawson. After the made shot from Andrew Bunn. Gallinari with it. Now defended by G. They get a hand on it. Irving against Gallinari. Irving kicks to G. Pass to Waiters. He feeds it to Thompson. Irving passes to Waiters. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. Kicks it to Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Waiters dishes to Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Tristan Thompson out of the University of Texas, only played a year there, is a long, bouncy, active young man. Tremendous potential, especially defensively. His feet are quick, and he does a nice job defending pick and rolls.
The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, basically a middle-of-the-road type free throw shooting team, about 76% a year ago.
That free throw missing. Well, Clark, you mentioned Thompson's improvement offensively. Shot better from the field and the free throw line last season, Steve.
Yeah, he sure did. Great strides in year 2, fulfilling the promise that had the Cavs taken with the 4th pick in the 2011 draft. They've got to be excited to see just how far he's come.
And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time.
Well, it looked like another year where Tristan Thompson would just be a role player for the Cavs, but when Anderson Varejao went down with the injury, Thompson really seized the opportunity to become a more prominent player for the Cavaliers, and he made a lot of improvement.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
And you look at Thompson, a force on the offensive glass to be sure. How big a score, Clark, do you think he can be?
Well, I don't know if he's a shooter based on the form. He's got some mechanics that he needs to work out in his shot, but I love his arms, his length, his bounce, his motor. I think if he continues to work on his post moves, develop a go-to move, who knows, he could become more than serviceable as an offensive player.
Here's Irving. A sweet little floater. Irving's got his first bucket of the night.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Lawson drives in, and the slam dunk by McGee.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Feeds to Bynum. The shot from the low post is good. Bynum's got 6.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Lawson outside. Now the pass to McGee, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Now here is Lawson. And Fournier kicks to Gallinari. The Cavaliers pull it in. Waiters with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That is good.
He can become a weapon for them if he gets going early from long range.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Lawson the pass to Gallinari. The feed now to McGee. And Fournier kicks to Fareed. To JaVale McGee. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in on a nice move. That time from Fareed.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Here's the dish to Waiters. Passes it to G. And another 3 for Cleveland.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Now, here is Lawson. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Lawson's got 5 now.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
Thompson against Fareed. Thompson dishes to Irving. From downtown, it falls. And 3 more from G. He's got 9.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
3-pointer. Lawson can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Outside Irving. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Fareed's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Fournier passes to Lawson. And Fournier kicks to Lawson. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. To the middle. It's tipped. And here's Gallinari. Over to the left wing. And Fournier kicks to Lawson. Now, here is Gallinari. Defended by G. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. So, timeout called here. The first for Cleveland.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Andrew Bynum. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Thompson, a screen on Lawson. Here's Irving. Fournier pulls it down.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Some solid defense there from Irving.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
You know, you watch Irving over the course of his first 2 seasons, guys, and he's so in control of himself late in games and really positions himself to assert his will and impact the outcome. That's why he's so good in the clutch.
He misses the free throw. And you talk about the late game clutch play for Kyrie Irving. His rookie season, statistically, he was the best in the league at scoring in the clutch.
That's an amazing stat, Kevin. I mean, that says it all. He's a tremendous shooter. Got size and ball handling skills to get him anywhere on the court. And I think in the next few years, Kyrie Irving will be considered the best point guard in the NBA.
And you can see he's a cornerstone of a rising Cleveland team, too.
He sure is.
And the second free throw, good. The Nuggets trail by 3. Lawson outside. Good. Lawson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
This seems like they're finding an open lane in the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Bennett. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Miller dishes to Dixon, stolen by Waiters. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's
watch out! Oh, what a throwdown there, man! Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
Off to a really solid start. He's knocked down 4 of his first 5 shots.
Irving up top. Lawson defending. Irving passes to Waiters. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Bennett, back to Verjao. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Verjao has always been an amazing rebounder, but I thought last season the start of the year was probably his best. I mean, you knew he was on track for a big year when he grabbed 23 rebounds in the season opener.
And that one misses. And for Verjao, before the injury last season, Clark, historic rebounding numbers.
How about this, Kevin? 10 consecutive games with over 15 rebounds, and 5 of those being offensive rebounds. That's only been done once before in the history of the league, and it was by the Hall of Famer, Moses Malone.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a 2-possession game.
Lawson against Jack. Lawson outside. Doubled by Verjao. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Jack. He dishes it to Verjao. And the rejection by Hickson. They retain possession.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that. You look at Jared Jack, a well-traveled combo guard out of Georgia Tech. Boy, he's been playing his best basketball the last 2 seasons, and he certainly earned his new contract.
That's good from Jack. And going back to Jack, he can help you offensively. He gets in the lane, he draws fouls, he does a good job taking care of the ball. I hate to use the term, Steve, but I'm gonna. He truly is the jack of all trades.
Well, Jack also liked to jack it up from long range last year.
Yes, he sure did. I think he was over 40%.
He sure was.
Yeah. And Jack drops them both.
And you can see in this game how aggressive they've been. I mean, that's created a lot of opportunities at the line for him.
Here's Miller. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside for Lawson. Pass to Chandler. Lets the three fly. Another three for Denver.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Cleveland leading by 3. Now here is Jack. He kicks to Waiters. This is to Bergeron. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And they've made the most of their opportunities.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. They've opened up a good lead as a result of being able to get to the foul line and knock down free throws.
You know, you hate to see a player have the kind of injuries that Bergeron has had over the last 3 seasons. In fact, he's only managed to play 81 games.
Free throw, good, Bergeron. And for Bergeron, through the first month and a half of the season, Clark averaging over 14 points and 14 rebounds a game. He seemed poised for an all-star berth.
Yeah, he really was on track for one, and not only did he miss the game, but he also lost a $1 million incentive in his contract if he would have made the all-star team. So that blood clot, which required he shut it down for 3 months, hit him in the pocketbook too.
His health, his injury status has got to be a concern for Cleveland.
Agreed. You see their early fouls here? They're having an impact so far.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And Clark, you're right, the early fouls contributing to the deficit here in the first.
Yeah, I don't think they're moving their feet well enough, Kevin. I mean, when you foul, you're typically out of position and you're late. So they've got to anticipate better and then play defense without fouling. Stop using your hand.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Hickson with the ball. Now defended by Bennett. Arthur sets the pick for Hickson. And Lawson, here we go. That's good. Lawson's got 11.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
And Jack kicks to Bergeron. He feeds it to Bennett. Back to Bergeron. Cleveland moving the ball around. Miles, that's good.
How about the delivery in the lane? Just perfectly done.
Miller with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Chandler dishes to Lawson. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Jack against Lawson. Jack gets a screen from Bergeron. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. The Nuggets trail by 3. And it's Miller penetrating. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, guys, it's amazing, but last season, Andre Miller said he hopes to play until he's 40 years old.
2 shots.
Not many players have been able to accomplish that feat, but I think he's got a really good chance to do it with his style of play. He's a low-to-the-ground player, uses guile, strength, and savvy to get it done. And somehow he never is hurt or misses games. He's been remarkably durable throughout his career.
First one falls for him. And Andre Miller, right now 37 years of age. I think back in 1976 is when he's born, to be quite exact. And last January became the 8th player in NBA history, Steve, to tally 15,000 points and over 7,500 assists.
Incredible career for Miller. Still going at it. Terrific kind of old school point guard. I think he's the best lob passer in the game. He's also got a good low post game. Just really crafty and unbelievable feel for the game.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, Mike Brown hired back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I got a chance to know him a little bit when he's an assistant with the Pacers early in his coaching career, and was let go by the Cavs back in 2010. Family laid down roots in Cleveland, and I think he's glad to be back.
Varejao can't hit. The Nuggets trail. Lawson drives in. It's stolen by Jack. And now Jack pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Denver's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And for Mike Brown, his firing, kind of a desperation move by the Cavs to try to keep LeBron James. Steve, how'd you analyze that?
Well, I'm not sure that LeBron actually wanted him gone, but, you know, he's a great defensive strategist, a guy who excels in player development. And give credit to him, he didn't burn any bridges when he left. He maintained strong relationships there in Cleveland, and it's great to see Mike Brown back there with the Cavaliers. Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Now here is Varejao. Back to Jack. And that one's good. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead. And here's Lawson. He's got 13 with 4 seconds on the clock. Great D that time from Varejao.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through. The second quarter beginning in just a moment. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Cleveland, Thompson and Bynum play together in the middle. Irving is out there with C.J. Miles, and it's G in at the 3 spot. Here's Miller after the made shot from Andrew Bynum. Pass to Fournier. Kicks it to Gallinari. Fires the 3. There's the bucket. Good. Gallinari's got 6.
You know, you hear about dead-eye shooters coming in from overseas, and you never know if they're going to live up to the hype, but Gallinari has done that and then some. With his size and shooting touch, it's amazing the ability that he has to really stretch the defense out and cause havoc at that end of the floor.
Well, it seems each year he gets better and better as a player, and his shot keeps becoming one of the best in the game. He knows how to stretch a defense with his shot. It really helps his team out on offense. Here's Irving after the made shot from Gallinari. Irving drives in. Here's Thompson. Shot is off, and it's Denver the other way. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Miller kicks to Fournier. Feeds it to Chandler. Fires for 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Bynum. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Bynum's got 10 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
Now, here is Miller. They get a hand on it. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. The pass to Thompson. Chandler with the steal. Irving against Gallinari. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Fareed kicks to Gallinari. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go. No problem on the three from Fournier. Fournier's got 6.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers were okay offensively last year. It was on defense where they really struggled. They had the second lowest block total in the league, but still were top 5 in fouls. That's a bad combination.
And here's Gallinari after the three-pointer from Miles. And here's Gallinari. 8 points for him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Guys, Jarrett Jack might have the largest collection of basketball shoes in the league with over 1,500 pairs. He said, I remember when I had a condo in one city and I didn't have many places to put them. So I started putting them in cabinets. You'd go into the kitchen to get a cup and there'd be shoes in there. He says that once his playing days are over, he envisions future endeavors in sneaker design. Guys, he's following his passion.
Interesting. Thanks, Doris. And for the Cavs, a young team, plenty of injuries last season. Steve, do you think they'll improve defensively this year?
I have no doubt they'll improve, Kevin. That was the main reason to hire Mike Brown. He's really a defensive mastermind and a guy who will emphasize it every day in practice. And it's a young group, talented young players who are still growing and still learning. So I think they'll get better defensively by a significant margin.
And here's Thompson after the three-pointer from Fournier. Irving passes to G. Sweet little floater. G's got 13 points.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
And it's Miller penetrating. McGee, good. And Miller gets the assist. McGee's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Irving dishes to Bynum. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
Boy, the big fella's showing us a little explosiveness for a change.
Well, maybe Clark is working on his dunk skills because he looked perfectly at home right there.
Now, sometimes he can clang those, so I'm glad to see him get that one down.
The Cavaliers have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
Tell you what, when he's healthy, Andrew Bynum is the real deal inside. I mean, he's one of the most impactful centers in the league. His size and ability to score inside can make him tough to guard and hard to deal with, and he simply just has to take advantage of that height and weight to be a force.
Talking about Bynum, Steve, the talent undeniable, but after missing so much time with the injury, you know, the question for him revolves now and for the rest of his career around his health.
Yeah, that's the question. That's what you wonder about. Can he ever come back, particularly as a big player? You know, big guys have so much weight coming down on those joints. And even though Bynum is still young and medicine has come a long way, I mean, we really don't know what to expect with his future.
And Gallinari, a 6'10 small forward, highly skilled, excellent size, really good mobility as well. That makes him a really confident, capable player at both ends of the floor and gives him an advantage because of that 6'10 frame.
Second free throw, no good. And Gallinari, Clark, you mentioned, you know, good size, moves his feet well defensively. I'll be anxious to see how he comes back from this blown knee.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, you mentioned the defense, Kevin. He's frequently called upon to guard some of the best players in the league, guys like LeBron or Kobe. Usually a man his size isn't going to draw a lot of perimeter defensive assignments, but Gallinari can really move.
And it's McGee with the jam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's Irving after the made shot from McGee. And it's Miles missing. Now Miller. And there's the feed to Fareed. Here's Fournier, who's covered by Irving. Lots of room. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And it's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Now the dish to Miles. The kick out to Irving. Thompson passes to Miles. Clock at 6. Here's Fournier. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Gallinari. He dishes it to Fournier. And it's Gallinari missing. Cleveland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Bennett kicks to G. Irving against Fareed. Irving dishes to Thompson. McGee with the block. Stolen by Thompson. Gallinari against Irving. Here's Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got his first basket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And while it wasn't the biggest win streak of the season, the Nuggets did have a pretty good rampage of their own from the end of February into March. And because it happened when the Heat were doing what they were doing, the Nuggets kind of flew under the radar.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Mike Brown was just going over the plan with his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Irving. Their offense will be more effective, Coach said, if they get him more involved. And knowing what he brings to the table, that usually holds true. He then went on to tell them he wants to use their fast break offense to its full effect, saying, we can run these guys into the ground. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you. Well, as you said, the Nuggets put together their big 15-game winning streak. But, you know, Steve, since it happened, when the Heat rattled off their big push, nobody really even seemed to notice.
Yeah, that's right. It might have worked out in their favor anyway, Kevin, because, you know, that win streak really kind of put them into high gear and allowed them to climb into the 3rd spot in the West. Probably was nice not having the media focused on them and wanting to talk to them every day about what was happening in the Western Conference.
Now Gallinari following Jarrett Jack's three-point attempt. Shot clock at 5. With the teardrop, good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ty Lawson. Cleveland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Jack kicks to Bennett. Lawson against Jack. Verajao with a screen on Lawson. And Jack, here we go. Waiters. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Verajao setting the pick for Jack. Now Verajao inside. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Verjav's got 5. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Yeah. Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair, back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
It's stolen by G. Now here's Waiters, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Verjav, and Kenneth Fareed pulls it down. Fareed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Gallinari. He kicks to Fareed. 6 to shoot. From the line, again the Nuggets score.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Now here's Bennett, and that one's good. Bennett's got 6.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's Lawson, rejected by Jack. To the wing on the left. Dishes it to G. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead. Lawson's against Jack. It's stolen by Jack. He feeds it to Bennett. Back to Jack. Kicks to G. Clock at 6. That's good. G's got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Hickson a screen on Jack. And Lawson, here we go. Stolen by Verjavt. And Waiters kicks to G. And that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Lawson following the score by Cleveland. To end the run, pass to Hickson. It's stolen by Jack. And here we go. Fast break. Jack's got it, and he gets it to go. Jack's got 8 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Now, here is Lawson. 17 points in the game, and he gets the bucket. Lawson's got 19 points.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Jack against Lawson. Outside Jack. Chandler with the steal. From half court, can't get it to go. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Cavaliers ahead. They finish off the third quarter on a 12-4 run. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us at halftime. We got a terrific game going on at Pepsi Center. The Cavaliers are playing well up to the break. They've done a great job closing out their defensive possessions, grabbing boards, great rebounding. Everything going right for G. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And still in it, the Nuggets hanging around. They're gunning from distance. The three-pointer's been their prime weapon. A tremendous first half for Ty Lawson. High percentage looks in the first half. Amazing work.
Attacked the rim and scored in the paint. Defenders, they were trying to slow him down any way possible, but he still got through.
Easier said than done when he's the penetrator. His speed and agility make him extremely hard to defend.
Gallo and Fareed at the forwards. Lawson and Fournier man the backcourt, and it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Brian Shaw starts the second half with.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Cleveland leading by 9. Irving with it. Five on the clock. Here's G. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Denver's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
Tell you what, I don't know of any players that like to miss time during an NBA season, but no player especially wants to miss time because of a bowling accident. One of the bigger head scratchers last season was Bynum's absence because of knocking over some bowling pins.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Lawson against Irving. Lawson kicks to McGee. Feeds to Fournier. Clock at 6. Lawson drives in. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And for Bynum, that setback with his knees suffered bowling. You don't normally think of bowling as hazardous.
Well, it depends how you play. Personally,
that's true.
I've always felt bowling can be very physical, but I play a different style. I know you probably just roll the ball down the lane.
What do you mean different? What do you mean different style?
I attack the pins. I attack. I'm aggressive as a bowler. You're probably just like you just take 2 hands and just kind of gently roll the ball.
Of course, I want to hurt my back. And the first one at the line is good.
Guys, I think Kenneth Fareed was a steal for Denver with the 22nd pick of the 2012 NBA draft out of small Morehead State. His rookie season, he led the NBA in offensive rebounding rate, and he has not let up since.
Both free throws good from Fareed. And for Fareed, mostly a dunk and put-back player offensively, though he has some touch we've seen around the rim.
He's worked hard at it, Kevin, because in college he really didn't show anything beyond 3 or 4 feet, but he's worked on that little 10-foot shot in the lane, and despite his height, he's never going to be a small forward. He's always going to be a power guy battling for position under the boards.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Outside Lawson. Gets a very good look and converts. Lawson's got 21.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Irving attacking. That's good from Bynum, the assist by Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists. He's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
Now here's Bynum. 17 points in the game. Here's G. Gallinari covering. And Thompson kicks to Irving. Good. Irving's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for Cleveland.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from G.
he just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to his team. It's their lack of points in transition that has him mainly concerned. They need to be pushing it, he said, creating more opportunities for easy points in the fast break. The second thing he got into with them regarded getting the ball into the post, saying, quote, "The passing lanes will be open for us. We have to use that to our advantage and get the ball inside." Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
4 seconds on the shot clock.
Cleveland leading by 10. Waiters passes to Irving. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. G dishes to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. G kicks to Irving. Offensive rebound. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Fournier passes to Lawson. Now, here is Gallinari. Guarded closely. Now the pass to McGee. Stolen by Waiters. And here we go with Waiters. Running it up the court. Here's Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, this guy's an animal on the glass, Kevin. I mean, there may be some bigger and stronger rebounds in the NBA, but nobody plays with this kind of energy and zeal.
You know, that's exactly right. And what also comes to mind with him is his persistence on the offensive boards. His second chance points always add up.
That free throw good from Thompson. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Miles is checked in. And so Thompson nails both of them.
You know, the Cavs have been very mindful of remaining flexible in terms of the salary cap. And when you do this, you set yourself up to perhaps make a big splash in free agency at some point, and you know what's coming. They might have a chance to re-sign LeBron in 2014 with how their books look.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Here's Bynum. No luck. Solid defense there from McGee. And that had been the rumor for a while. The Cavaliers looking to maybe mend some bridges and bring LeBron back in the mix when he hits free agency next year. Their books are certainly in order for it, Steve, and it might happen.
Hey, you never know. I mean, nobody expected LeBron to leave in the first place, so why not give yourself an opportunity? You are in his backyard in terms of LeBron's hometown, so I like what the Cavs have done. They've added young talent, but they've maintained flexibility just in case.
The first one falls.
Some thought the Nuggets might be a dark horse team to get to the Western Conference Finals last season, but they didn't even get out of the first round. They lost to the Warriors, a very good Warriors team, in 6 games.
Both free throws good for Miller. And going back to that series, Clark, I think it was easily one of the most exciting series of the first round, but the Nuggets knew they would have an uphill battle when they dropped game 2 at home. You know, Steve, they looked like they missed Gallinari in some of those games out there.
Well, I think anytime you're down a 3-point shooter, it makes it very difficult, particularly in the playoffs when teams can sit back and pack the paint. So I thought that was what that series showed, is that in the postseason, the best 3-point shooting team often has a big advantage, and the Warriors clearly were much better from beyond the arc.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Gallinari. Irving kicks to Bynum. There's the feed to Waiters. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson inside. Fareed defending, and he gets the bucket. Thompson's got 8. The Nuggets trail by 10. And here's Lawson. 23 points in the game. A reverse, and it's good on the way in. Lawson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch.
Waiters misses the 3. Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. No good from Lawson. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Now Miles. He has 5. The dish now to Gallinari. It's Miller on the wing. Lawson the pass to Gallinari. Back to Lawson. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Shot from 12. That doesn't go either for Lawson.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Irving gets a screen from Thompson. Irving drives in. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Now you look at Irving and how much success he's had early in his NBA career. I think the only thing standing between him and true stardom right now is health. He's just had a lot of nagging injuries. He would love to put together an injury-free season.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin. Brian Shaw had some words for his team in that last timeout. Improving their inside game, particularly at the defensive end, is what he wants them to focus on right now. Getting bodies down low and forcing more shots to come from the perimeter. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Now, here is Lawson. 25 points in the game. And for Kyrie Irving, his first All-Star appearance last season, and just Clark his second year.
Well, you look at his age and what he's doing. Really a skilled scorer and playmaker already with size and athleticism. I like his savvy too, Kevin. He's very slick in how he gets around the basketball court. This kid has a chance to perhaps be an MVP caliber player in a few more years.
That's good. And it's 8 points for Wilson Chandler.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
Now, here is Irving. 13 points in the game. Varejão's shot is good. Varejão's got 7 points.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
But they'll get another chance. Here's Miller. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. He has 6. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's Irving. Bennett setting the pick for Irving. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half. Irving against Lawson. Miller outside. Chandler outside. 6 to shoot. Count the bucket. Chandler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Cleveland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jarrett Jack is checked in for Waiters. Denver on D, 8-point game. And Jack, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jack's got 10 points.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Chandler. He's got 10.
Wilson Chandler was one of those guys who decided during the condensed season to play in China. Took him a while to get back to the NBA, and when he did, a hip injury kept him on the sidelines. But last season, he seemed to regain his earlier form.
And the first one at the line is good. And Wilson Chandler, 26 years of age, athletic, physical. The Nuggets gave him a nice 5-year contract on this basis of his potential.
Well, he's one of the players they got in the Carmelo Anthony trade. He's tough, low-maintenance guy, competes at both ends of the floor, and can really shoot the three ball well, too. I think he complements what Denver has tried to do here in recent years, playing that up-tempo style and yet maintain that floor spacing in the half court.
Now here is Jack. 10 points for him. Now here's Bennett. Shoots from 12. Offensive rebound. Verajau's shot is good. Verajau's got 9.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Irving against Lawson. Doubled by Verajau. Irving with the steal. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Here's Jack. And he banks in the layup. Jack's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Blocked. Here's Arthur. And it's rebounded by Anderson Varejao. Varejau's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Irving drives in. And Jarrett Jack, the bucket on the assist by Irving. 14 points now for Jack.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Lawson dishes to Miller. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. She's checked in for the Cavaliers. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. And Fournier kicks to Miller. Now Hickson inside, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible, and on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
No good from Jack. The Nuggets trail by 12. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Miller inside, covered by G. That's good. Miller's got 8 points.
I love it. Nothing better than a hustle play like that one. Gets the whole team amped up.
Here's Irving. 15 points in the game. Passes to Jack. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Anthony Bennett.
5 seconds left in the third quarter. From deep. Got it off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
Denver's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. On the court for Cleveland, Lonzo G and Tristan Thompson, the duo at forward. Jarrett Jack is out there with Irving, and it's Bynum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They grabbed their own miss, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Nuggets, Kenneth Faried. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Dion Waiters checked in for Kyrie Irving. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, the Cavs really didn't have a lot of players that demanded attention on defense last year. Really just Kyrie Irving, and when he was out, their offense had no punch.
Now here's Waiters. Cleveland moving the ball around. Tries again, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Bynum having a terrific game. 19 points, and he's picked up 1 dime. This is some performance we're witnessing out of him.
This is a night to remember for sure, guys.
The first free throw is good. And for the Cavs, Cleveland managing just 6 wins out of the 30 games they had out of conference.
Well, when you can only win 6 games against the West, I mean, there's a pretty good chance you're going to finish at the bottom of the East. I thought injuries really derailed the Cavs season, but they weren't ready to go out on the road and beat better Western teams. Too many young players on the team who just didn't understand the NBA yet.
And both free throws good for Bynum.
You know, it's really hard to say that Lady Luck hasn't been smiling on the Cavs in the past few years. LeBron was lost a few years back, but ever since then, they've had tremendous luck in the NBA draft lottery and had the first overall pick in 2 of the last 3 years.
And Jack kicks to Bynum. Waiters passes to Jack. It's Bynum high post. Here's G. He's covered by Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. Waiters. The putback. And Thompson throws it down. Thompson's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, putback slams are not what you want to be giving up if you're the defense.
Now, here is Miller. Here's Gallinari. McGee trying to break free. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Miller. Miller's got 5 assists in the game. Going back to what you said about the Cavs, great luck for them indeed with 2 number 1s in 3 years. That's definitely how you turn a franchise around.
Well, you got to make sure you hit on those draft picks. And as of right now, I would say only Kyrie Irving is a sure thing. Dion Waiters, the jury's still out. Tristan Thompson looks like a nice player. He's getting better. And we'll find out with Anthony Bennett.
Rejected by Fournier. They retain possession. Gallinari with it. That's good. Gallinari's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. Get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here is Jack. He dishes it to Waiters. There's the 3, and a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got 3 assists now in this one. Miller kicks to Gallinari. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gallinari's got 10 points in just the second half.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, you know, it was a career year in terms of scoring for Danilo Gallinari last season. Not so much because he was more efficient with his shots, but he was just more aggressive in my mind. He looked for his shots more.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, Mike Brown was just going over the plan with his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Now, here is Irving. Down low. Here's G. Here's Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first 2 quarters.
Fareed, left side. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Fournier kicks to Lawson. Some solid defense there from Irving. And for Gallinari, nice to see his three-point shooting bounce back last season. It became a nice part of his arsenal.
You know, it's strange. I mean, when he first came into the league, he looked like he was going to be one of the best shooters in the NBA, but his percentage dropped, I think, 4 straight seasons. But last year, finally back up in that 37-38% range. So you add that to his slashing, and he's become much tougher to defend.
Good point.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And that one's good by G. G's got 21.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Here's Fournier. McGee inside. Bynum on it. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Cleveland leading by 15. Irving kicks to Thompson. Pass to Waiters. Thompson dishes to Irving. He feeds it to Bynum. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
7 seconds on the shot clock. 7.
It's stolen by Lawson. He kicks it to Gallinari. Gallinari gets a screen from McGee. Fareed the pass to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Lawson drives in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Ty Lawson given the keys to this Nuggets offense last year by George Karl. And I think Brian Shaw now has similar confidence in his point guard, allowing him to really run this team in transition, get them out and firing.
That's good from Lawson. And going back to Lawson and his quickness, one of the fastest guards, don't you think, Clark, end-to-end in this game?
Yeah, and I think he's just a lot stronger than people think, and he's a terrific finisher around the rim for a guy who's probably only about 5'10". I know they try to list him taller than that, but he is a dynamo and a terrific point guard. I love watching him go.
That one is no good.
Ty Lawson out of North Carolina in his 5th season has really improved his playmaking in the league. Every year he's increased his number of assists and his rate of assists rather, and I love his speed as well.
16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
Outside Irving. There's the lob to the hoop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth. Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
So here's Gallinari after the made shot from G. And Gallinari kicks to Lawson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lawson's got 11 points here in just the second half. And Lawson, Steve, you mentioned becoming more of a playmaker. Clark, he's also upping his scoring every year, so I'll throw it to you guys right now. You know, where is this kid going?
Well,
Steve?
Yeah, I'll take this. I mean, I think he's become an elite level point guard. And for Denver to take that next step, you know, that's what it's going to take. He's going to have to become their Derrick Rose, their Tony Parker. And I think Lawson is on his way to doing that.
Here's Fournier. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. And Lawson with the drive. Dishes to Fournier. And he gets the bucket.
That's a perfect up and under there. That's textbook.
So it's the Cavaliers now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Irving kicks to Bynum. 6 feet out, and he gets it to go. Bynum's got 23 points.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Here's Fournier. He's guarded by Waiters. Lawson against Irving. Lawson dishes to Gallinari. 6 to shoot. A beautiful reverse layup. Gallinari's got 12 points in just the second half.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Irving attacking. Kicks it to Waiters. Pass to Bynum. And on the way from Irving for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Bynum. 18 points for Kyrie Irving. The Nuggets trail by 17. Lawson the pass to Gallinari. Got a piece of it. And here's Thompson. G kicks to Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Bynum. And it's Denver with the rebound. Fareed's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Irving against Lawson. And the shot is good. Lawson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
Irving against Lawson. Irving kicks to Waiters. Shot clock at 5. Feeds to G. Launches it. And there's the call on Bynum. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Then it's checked in.
To the lineup for the Cavaliers. Anthony Bennett.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Lawson dishes to Gallinari. Lets it go. That one wide left.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Stolen by Fareed. To JaVale McGee. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the Nuggets pick up 2. Bynum down low, guarded by McGee. Clock is at 3. G drills the three-pointer. G's got 26 points.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. Just threes raining in from everywhere.
Yeah, work that perimeter, work it good, and they might as well milk it while they're hot.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Anthony Bennett, 6'8", 240 out of UNLV. Incredibly explosive and athletic. A multifaceted scorer. Shot 38% from long range with the Runnin' Rebels in his 1 season in college, but also an excellent finisher in the paint.
Here's Fournier. Lawson outside. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Now Irving. The pass to G. The feed to Bennett. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And for Bennett Clark, he's a guy who teams could slot in at either the small forward or I guess even the power forward position.
Well, you consider the wingspan. 7'1" allows him to play bigger than his height would suggest. And I've always said it's not how tall you are, it's how big do you play.
Right.
And his skill set allows him to play on the perimeter, too.
The shot's good from Lawson. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Waiters, guarded by Fournier. Bennett kicks to Waiters. Bennett setting the pick for Waiters. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, he's been pretty safe with the ball for the most part. In fact, that's his first turnover, guys.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Here is Lawson to the wing right side. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
The Cavaliers leading by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Cavaliers.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And you see the contributions from the role players on the team, and boy, what a game it was for Kyrie Irving. He just looked like an orchestrator out there, keeping his teammates involved, running to the open spots. I mean, he would constantly find them more often than not. And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sound.
They get the rebound, and Anthony Bennett picks up the foul. A platoon swap here for Cleveland. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson misses. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Miles the pass to Jack. The dish to Bergeron. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And here's 4. Picks in a screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Start it.